Well, hey YouTube, so today guys, we are back here with another review. And today we have a review here. This is the Lasko Oscillating Tower Fan T42951. This is about 42 inches, which is about a little bit over 3 feet. And I'm really excited to be making this video for you. So as we approach the summertime, it's already spring now, and we're in late to mid-May, depending on when you watch this video. I'm kind of planning for the future here. And by the time you see this video, you know, it's going to be quite warm out. And you're going to want a fan for your room because, let's be honest, if you live at home like me or like many other people, parents tend to get kind of cheap when it comes to AC. I understand it is expensive. ACs have always been an expensive commodity to have, especially if it's central air. I mean, even the window units can really add up over time. So as a result, people will tend to buy fans for their room. And you know, I know there's a lot of choices out there, a lot of unknown companies too in the marketplace with budget fans and stuff like that. But I really think you have the sweet spot here, and that's why I want to shout out this product right here, this tower fan from Lasko. Lasko is one of the largest manufacturers in the United States of these fans, of consumer level fans. They make those like factory fans. They're kind of like a rectangle, and they spin really loudly and fast. They have the tower fans, they have more of the individual fans. So they do make it all in the fan industry. And I want to just kind of shout out this product and tell you my opinions of it here. So this is the aesthetic. You can get this in silver, you can get this in black, and you can get this in white as well. Silver is usually the most common color you'll see people do. And what's cool about this fan, guys, it comes with a remote. The batteries are included, which is nice. It comes with a remote like this. It has about 5 different features on here. The power, so you can turn it on and off like this. Watch and learn, guys. Like that. And just like that, I turn the fan on. That's the first thing you can do using the remote. Next is the speed. You can control the speed from the remote as well, like this. This is the strongest mode right here. And by doing this, it goes from 2 to 1, like that pretty much. So that's speed. Next button is oscillation. So if you want this thing to oscillate, which I'm assuming you do, you just press this button. And just like that, guys, it starts spinning. It's really cool. I'm a big fan of how easy it is to use. The 4th button is timer, if you want it. And then the 5th button is night mode. So with night mode, it's going to essentially turn off after a while. So you don't have to worry about that too much. Night mode also has an interesting feature. It kind of produces like a white noise. It actually makes the noise louder. And I think their theory is that's going to help you fall asleep with that white noise. It's kind of interesting. And then during the day, the noise, if you switch it back, the noise kind of quiets down. It's a very interesting idea. It's not something I've seen implemented too much with fans. I don't know. It's definitely a luxury in my opinion. I could be wrong, but to me it's definitely a luxury. But yeah, so that's kind of the overall functionality. All these buttons are right here on the fan itself. I'm going to turn off oscillation so I can show you the fan closer up. So let's bring the fan to you guys here. So I'm going to turn this off too, so that I don't kill myself here. Okay, so the fan is off. So here are the 4 buttons. I'll do my best to get them close to you. I know, you know, this is a little bit on the heavy side, but you can see all those same buttons right there. So this is the fan kind of right up to my body if you want to see how tall it really is. It really is a bigger unit. And you need a bigger unit if you want that power to make it through the summer. You really need it to be big like this. You know, it has the Lasko branding down here. In terms of installation can be a little bit annoying or a little bit more inconvenient than you may think in the very beginning for somebody who's never installed a fan before. If you know how these fans work, then it's fine. But it takes a few minutes to kind of pick it up if you've never done anything like this before. So the base is divided into 2 pieces. I'm going to pull it off the unit as best I can. It is kind of stuck on there at this point, which is good. That means I did a good job installing it. The base just came off, guys, so I can actually show you a better angle at the base now. So this is the full base, and you can see you run the cable through this little hole right here to make it nice and neat on your floor. And then this is a good look here at the base, fully. And let me show you how you take this apart. I'll put this fan down for a moment, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, the base is apart. Here are the 2 pieces of the base. So like I was saying, the first time you do this, it can be a little bit confusing. I'm going to show you all the steps involved to put the base back on. So follow the grooves here on the back. You can see it kind of fits in like a puzzle piece, so we're going to put that in like that. This is the easy part for installation, especially even if it's your first time, it's still relatively straightforward. So you're going to do it like this. It should look something like this. And it looks like a flying saucer. Keep in mind where these grooves are because you need to line it up with the bottom of the fan. Let me show you the fan. Also, guys, this is where you run the power cable through, so when you put it down, it's flat. Okay, so look at the fan. So look at the fan right here. There's different grooves. See, you see how this one is like circular and this one's more like a rectangle? So remember how I showed you the base before and how each end of it look a little bit different? So make sure when you plug it back in that you have it lined up, you know? And also make sure as you're doing this, you line it up the power cable with the side that has the groove for the power cable, you know? So there is quite a few steps involved in doing this. So, okay guys, so you're gonna plug it in. So this circular device, this circular hole, is kind of right here in the circular hole. You see that right here? So then you're kind of going to turn it this way, like this, to lock it in place. So we'll do a little bit more. It's going to pop a little bit like that. And that's how you get the vacuum seal. You can see right here, these are all locked into place. You can shake it. It's not going to do anything. And then lastly, you're going to take the cable, and you're going to run it through right here. You see that little groove right here? So you're going to run it through the groove like that. And that's how you set this fan up. We're going to put it back down. And that is really it for my video today, guys. So yeah, overall, I am a big fan of this product. I think it's a good idea. I think the product was well executed. I do think the installation of it is a little bit more difficult than it should be. So I do hope one day they kind of make this a little bit easier to install. But once you follow the steps I kind of gave you, then it's not too bad anymore. It's just really the first time figuring out how to do it. This is the power cable, by the way. I mean, you can tell that it's barely even taller than the fan. It's probably about 6 feet for a power cable. A little disappointing. I would have liked to have 10 to 12 feet, considering this is supposed to do the whole room, and maybe you want it towards the middle of the room where there's no power outlets, but that's really a personal preference. So that's my review of the product, guys. If you do want to buy this, the Amazon link will be down below. It definitely supports me when you do that, or any Amazon purchasing. If you do it through my link, it helps me out. Other than that, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, favorite, put on the notification bell, and turn off the ad block. All that stuff really helps me out, guys. And if you want to become a paid member of the channel, you'll get my content, my videos on my channel first. Or another way you can support me is my website, guys. You can watch this video ad-free on my website. I just want people to check out my website. Really, I've been putting a lot of time into it, and it would be really nice of you to just check it out. It's free. It doesn't cost anything, and would support me too. And I have a lot of cool stuff on there and stuff like that. And yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And you know what? In the future, I may even put other videos on my website. Videos that, like, if you want to see a music video or something, I could throw it up on my website. And there's no ads on it too, because I have an ad-free video player. So it's all ideas we can try out. Really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you, and bye.